Ain't that the truth? Huh? Let me find favor in thy sight, my Lord. Oh, please listen to me, sweet, sweet, sweet saint of God. You found favor. You have found the favor of the Lord. For thou hast comforted me. And for that thou hast spoken friendly unto thine handmaid. Even though I'm not like one of your handmaids. I don't look like y'all. I don't talk like y'all. I don't act like y'all. I don't know what the preacher's talking about all the time when he references this, that, or the other. I can't find one book of the Bible from the other. Sometimes it's turned upside down. I don't know the words of the songs, but I just sing along with them while they're up there on the screen. I don't really feel like I belong. I kind of feel out of place. So I want the favor of God. Let me tell you something. I don't care who your mama is, who your daddy is, what your last name is, how much money you got in the bank, how much money you don't have in the bank, or what circumstances brought you to this place. You are here because the favor of God is upon your life. The only thing holding you back is you got to be available. He's not going to find you in the place where you're waiting on him. He's going to find you in the field where you get out and start doing something. I'm not like. Well, I need my pointer. I'm going to bring it back out here. You did all that. Brother David, God is my witness. Our worst night, our worst service is better than anything else that the world has to offer. It's the Holy Ghost. It's not by might nor by power, but by my spirit. Anybody in there, brother, can sing those same songs. They can preach this same stuff. It ain't got nothing to do with us. It's got to do with what's inside of us. And it's the baptism of the Holy Ghost that made me belong, that made me welcome, that made me realize this is where I belong. Her availability was such that she was placed into the place of restoration. Let me tell you a couple of neat things. The word Ruth, the name Ruth, means refreshment. Refreshing. And how refreshing is it to somebody that'll obey the voice of the Lord and don't even recognize what they're obeying? It looks like there's no reason for it, you know. It's kind of like Naaman. We fault him and we get on to him and we get aggravated about him, but he was right. The rivers was better. They were clean and they were pure and they were familiar. That ain't what the Lord said. You understand that Ruth gave up respectability and embraced the unknown. Knowing she was different. Knowing that, man, I've preached to our church. You know good well I've preached to you that all kinds of different people are going to come in here. People we don't know. People we don't recognize. People we don't know where they come from. And in a small community that automatically makes you uncomfortable. Long story short, come on to the music, baby. You don't have to bring the kids out just yet. I think I'm early. Yeah, maybe not. It's all right. Long story short, through a lot of Ruth being obedient, because Naomi told her, go to the threshing floor, and when Boaz is laid down sleeping, lay down at his feet and pull his cover over you. Brother Pete, that was very, very forward. It was inappropriate. I said it was forward and it was inappropriate, but it was under the influence of the Lord. Brother Rice, Boaz woke up and he was scared. He said, there's a gal laying at my feet. Who are you? She said, I'm Ruth, the Moabitess. A product of incest. A product of illicit, immoral, devilish work. She said, "You're my near kinsman." He said, "No, there's one closer than me. But in the morning, I'm going to check it out." He said, "For I know that you are a virtuous woman." I can't exactly pronounce it, but in the original Hebrew Bible, do you know where Ruth falls at? Right after the book of Proverbs. You know what Proverbs 31 is about? That's a fact. Ruth, the Moabitess. Well, I feel Jesus up in here. Is the epitome of a virtuous woman. But Ruth, I can't go through all of it, but the near kinsman, when he found out he had to marry Ruth to accept that piece of property, he took his shoe off, dusted, did a few things, said, "I don't want no part of it." And Boaz said, "I'll take it from you." And Ruth and the Man, I'm talking to somebody, you think you've gone too far, you think you might be crazy, you think, man, I don't know what. Let me tell you something first off. All this stuff you're experiencing this morning, it's just as real as the nose on your face. Through a long and curvy road, Boaz and Ruth got hitched, Brother David. And then according to the Bible, Boaz can't figure out why Ruth even wants to have nothing to do with him. Because apparently he's old. And she's young and pretty. She could have anybody she wanted. But she learned to trust. She learned to trust under the wings of the Lord. And they have a baby. And they name him Obed. And Obed grew up and got married. And he had a little boy named Jesse. And Jesse grew up and got married. And he had a whole house full of boys. And he had a little red-faced baby boy named David. Who Jesus Christ in the book of Revelation, as he revealed himself to John the Revelator, he described himself as this: the root and the offspring of David. I feel Jesus right now, Sister Maria. Ruth, the Moabitess, was Jesus Christ's great grandma. And all she was. But Sister Nadine, she made her mind up to be available. Not knowing anything, Brother Pete. She came to a people she didn't know. She came to a place she didn't know. Customs she didn't know. And she said, "Y'all been good to me, and I don't even look like you." And the Lord said, "You wait a minute, honey. You ain't seen nothing." The lineage of Jesus Christ, Brother McKinney, God manifest in the flesh, used a woman, a product of an incestuous relationship, to be declared in the lineage of Jesus Christ. Look in the book of Matthew, chapter number 1. You'll see Ruth's name.